Hi again. Today we are going to explain about pairing remote control with the motor. But let's start by explaining a bit about the remote control first. This is single channel remote control. The most common one that we use has a close button, stop button, and open button. This handset comes with a base or a bracket. Bracket can be fixed on the wall, and the handset will click onto it by the magnet field or magnet effect. The back of the remote control has a panel that you can slide away, and you will see a battery, and on the top left you will see P2. This is the only P2 that you would use to pair the remote control with the motor. So let me explain a bit about the motor. This is a radio transmitted motor, so it has an antenna, has a cable, which is live, neutron, and earth, and it has a mechanical limit. What I mean by mechanical limit, it's set by two Allen keys mechanically, not via a digital or a digital effect. So how it works, you've got two arrows, if you see straight arrows, one going downwards and opposite that one upwards. So the upward, if you keep rotating upward, you're talking about anti-clockwise, meaning the upward is responsible for closing the fabric. Now the downward, if you rotate again, it will be a clockwise, and that basically means it's responsible for opening the awning. And I mean by that, looking at the motor from the side. Now let's look at two small numbers, minus and a plus, at each one of them. So plus means add more, minus add less, but it works opposite each other in the setting. Let's get started. Plug the motor, switch on. You'll hear multiple beeps. Turn the remote control back, press the P2 twice, you'll hear multiple beep. Flip the handset and press the close arrow, which is the top arrow. You will hear at least 5 beeps. While you're hearing the 5 beeps, press the top arrow again, and you will hear multiple beep, and the motor will start closing at the same time. Make yourself ready that if it starts closing more than what it should be, you need to have your hands ready on stop button to stop it where it is. Now let's set the outward limit. So outward limit, press the bottom arrow, and as you can see, we said the down arrow when the motor on the left is responsible for that. So we need to add more, so go towards plus. So the more you go towards plus, remember you already pressed the button on the remote control, which is the open, which is the down arrow. The more you will be rolling, the more the awning will keep open. To set the limit to the end, knowing the maximum achieved, monitor the elbow, the arm elbow. You will see the arm elbow almost locking together. Leave a good 5 mm as a rule of thumb. Once this is achieved, then it's time to set the inward limit. Now, you need to remember inward limit, meaning the up arrow. Now here we need to get to very important point that we want to make sure the awning will not keep rolling back and crash. We want to make sure we will stop the awning halfway through. And in order to do that, we need to keep adding minus rather than a plus, minus. So we wanted it to close less. While we do that, press the button as the top arrow, which is closing. Set your Allen key and keep rolling minus. The owning should stop anywhere, somewhere, halfway. Once that's done, then now it is the time where you change the direction by adding, not minus, but plus. Now you're safe to add more and more and more with control until you get the limit that you want. So the minus that we have, or we kept adding, was to stop the owning a bit safely. Then the plus is more closing, more closing, more closing. And that's it. It's done.